Hello and welcome to the Michael Dillon Show. I'm your host, Michael Dillon. I'm here today to talk about Peacemaker Episode 7 on HBO Max, and I will be talking spoilers, so if you have not seen this episode, then please hit that save button and come back and watch this video later. I also talk movies and TV and everything in between, so if you like that kind of content, then please hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell to see more of my content. Now, on to Peacemaker Episode 7. Now, Episode 7 starts off as a flashback scene of Chris and his brother Pete being set up by their dad and his buddies to fight out in the yard. They're all taking bets on them. It seems like this is something that is normal for them, that they've done several times, because they seem like they're having fun with it. It's awful, but it really goes to show what kind of piece of crap that their dad was and what all that he put them through, and gives a really good better understanding of why Chris is the way he is today, which you already knew that from earlier in the series, but this just goes more in depth to really give you more empathy for him and more understanding of why he is the way he is. Now, after the scene of him hitting his brother and his brother going down and going to convulsions and foaming at the mouth, his dad's sitting there telling him that he's the one that killed his brother, even though, yeah, technically he threw the punch, but it's really his dad's fault. But Chris doesn't see it that way. He sees it that's his fault, and it's something that's haunted him his whole life. And like I said, you've seen that through the series, that it's been bothering him. I really felt like that the way this episode started off was genius. When them starting off with that flashback scene, it really pulls you in emotionally before there's any action. And when it does that, I feel like you get drawn in more and more focused on the story. Which we already knew what kind of piece of crap Chris's dad was, but and what kind of effect it had on him. But when you get to see the whole scene play out, and how Chris actually really blames himself and why he blames himself for his brother's death, it really makes you feel for Chris and understand him more. So like I said, I feel like the way they started this episode off was genius. And then switching over to Harcourt confronting Ebediah about the diary, and finding out that she's Amanda Waller's daughter, and finding out Myrn already knew about it. That was interesting. And switching back over to the scene where Peacemaker's dad was chasing him, and all of his buddies, he ripped into that van and shot his blasters at Peacemaker. And the first thing I thought of was Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings. Whenever he shot his arm blasters at him, it's what it looked like to me. I'm not familiar with the comic at all, so I don't even know if his dad's in the comic like that. If it is, comment below and let me know. I'd like to know if it was a rip-off from Shang-Chi, or if that was already in the comics. But it was a cool, fun sequence. Vigilante was funny in it, pissing in that tree, pants down to his ankles. But anyway, the fight scene between him and his dad was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting it to end the way it did. I figured that he'd beat the crap out of his dad and just leave him there, and maybe them save him for be a villain in season 2 or something. But I wasn't expecting Chris to shoot him like that. I mean, it doesn't surprise me, knowing James Gunn. I wasn't expecting him to kill off Rick Flag and the Suicide Squad either, but he did. So I shouldn't be surprised that they had Peacemaker kill his dad. Also, Eagly. I can't forget to mention Eagly. Last episode, I forgot to mention one of the best scenes in the whole episode. Eagly flying down and killing all the cops that was chasing after Peacemaker, ripping their eyeballs out and stuff like that. This episode didn't go into detail with that, but it did show it a little bit, killing all the KKK guys, and it was sad whenever he went flying after Peacemaker's dad, and he just one punched him down. I thought he was a goner, but and then he came back at the end in the veterinarian chair or bed and gives Chris a hug. And I thought it was pretty neat that they had Ebediah see him give him a hug with the call back to earlier, I guess episode 1, whenever Chris told her that he got a hug from his eagle. She didn't believe him. Well, now she believes, and now she takes it as a sign that they're doing the right thing. So, like I said, all in all, this episode, there was a lot in this episode for the amount of time it was. I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite episode so far. I think episode 6 is probably my favorite right now. But I think this is probably my second favorite episode. But I can't wait to next week. Season finale. It's sad it's about to be over. I hope they don't wait forever for season 2. But I'm curious how they're going to wrap this up. Oh, also it shows the cow. It looks nothing like a cow. I didn't expect it to look exactly like a cow. Well, part of me expected it to because it's an alien, and I wasn't sure if they were going to actually make it look like a cow just to be funny, or if they were going to make it look like another alien. Which they went big, they went ugly. I don't know how they're going to kill this cow. They're going to have to blow it up, get a rocket launcher or something. But yeah, I'm excited to see next week's episode and see how it all ends. So that's my initial thoughts on this episode. If you have any comments, tell me what you thought about this episode. Tell me what you thought about this video. Hit that like and subscribe button. Please hit that like and subscribe button to see more of my content. Hit that notification bell. And I hope to see you guys next week. Thank you. Have a good day.